2 looks a lot better. I like the
Very
trailer.
excited about season 2.
Nice.
Very excited, yeah.
So, Alberto, what can you tell us about Simon's journey this season?
Well, we saw Simon kind of end where he was kicked out of the Vampire Hotel d'Amour, and then he has to go back to the Institute. He's trying to find a place again, where he kind of found him with the vampires and then got kicked out because of his loyalty to Clary and freeing Camille. And now again, he has to re-find a place because with Aldertree coming into the Institute, Shadowhunters don't want Downworlders there anymore. So he has to rely on his friends in the Downworld to help him out. So as much as he's trying to find a place physically, within himself he's trying to figure out, okay, now that this is kind of weird, who am I? How do I deal with being a vampire for real now? Before it was kind of something he was able to push away because of everything that was going on. He was learning so much. Now he's left alone with it. So it's kind of him trying to discover that strength, or that beast.
Your answers are always so eloquent. I just have to say that.
Thank you.
I have to say that. But okay, Malec is a huge thing. Totally excited about it. What can you tease about Malec's journey this second season?
We left off in episode 13 or even episode 12 where the wedding, and then 13 obviously, Valentine was the main, I wouldn't say attraction, but for episode 12, you end off with Alec and Magnus kind of having that graduate moment where Simon played it so well, explaining that it is that moment, like what just happened, what are we getting ourselves into, and I think that's the question that they're both asking, because they come from 2 completely different worlds. There is this attraction, there is this magnet kind of relation that they're having together, and now they're trying to figure out where do we go from here. And then I think for second season, like Todd said, we're going to see a first date, and we're going to see them kind of explore and ask each other real questions, as opposed to just that surface what we kind of saw a little bit from season 1.
Are we going to get to see more action this season?
Oh yeah. You'll see. I think you'll see action each episode. You'll see at least one sequence of something. I know. We saw the first episode, and man, get ready.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Ready, yeah.
So last year Luke went through a lot, and now he's getting Jocelyn back. What can you tell us about what we can expect from them?
Man, you're gonna see some love. You're gonna see all the intricacies of their relationship and how they battle over what to do with Clary and how to talk to Clary. You're gonna see some affection, some intimacy. It's all gonna be wrapped up. It's such a beautiful story.
Simon kind of seems like a player this season.
Yeah. It's that vampire mojo.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so, because Simon's not aware of it.
What can you tell us about Simon and Maya?
I can say, I actually just shot with Maya for the first time. She's amazing to shoot with, Alicia. But Maya is like the first person that really Simon connects with on a level that he connects with Clary. She talks to him about video games. She talks to him about a bunch of things that Simon's like, wait, why are you so cool? Like, girls aren't like this most of the time except for Clary. So it's the first time that he feels himself kind of, his eyes are not only for her anymore. Yeah. Not completely, but the first person that gives him that other option for real, where he can actually see that.
Watching and listening to your scenes, I just know that and it didn't dawn on me until then, but she mirrors what you went through.
Yes.
So
exactly.
So you're definitely someone you can relate to, and
I think that's what we see in the books with them. They have that connection of being thrown into this world without knowing anything, having to attach to someone who can kind of like show them the way, and then kind of having to figure out who they are. They very much have a very similar path. Yeah.
And extending upon that, in the books, obviously Clary and Simon explore a relationship. What can we expect with that?
We can expect a similar thing to happen, because we know that Jace is now her brother. He's off of Valentine. Simon's coming into a role of now, when Jace was there, he was the protector, and Simon was just like the comfort. But now Clary doesn't really need a protector, but she still needs someone to kind of be that person. Simon's kind of trying to fill that role of being like, no, I'm a vampire. Like, I have these powers. I can be that guy. I can be strong. It's cool. So yeah, we'll see.
man, I just thought of something crazy that could happen.
So obviously, like we said, it is a huge part of the show. But are we going to get to see a little bit more development outside of the relationship for you?
For Magnus?
Yeah,
definitely. I think from from episode 2, we really get to explore Magnus, because he's having these other characters like Simon asking Magnus for help, and then from that you kind of hear stories of the past that would help Simon kind of achieve his goal or the things that he wants to really, I mean, because with Simon, you know, he's still young and he's still learning.
Well, I think of Simon as like a lost puppy type thing, where he's kind of like, I know where I am, but I don't know how to do anything, and Magnus kind of sees that and is like, okay, well, this is the experience I can give you. Like, I can give you my wisdom on this event, and then
the fact that you go to Magnus is even a huge step.
Yeah, it's kind of also shows like the amount of options Simon doesn't have.
Yeah, that's true.
Werewolves don't like vampires, so
Right.
you can't hang out there forever.
Right. I've only given you one option. You know what I mean, which isn't really working.
No, it's not. So, yeah, and that's the cool thing about this whole. We do see a lot more of Magnus. We see. I mean, Simon personally, I learn a lot about him that I didn't know, didn't expect, and I see him.
Because you genuinely ask questions.
Genuinely learn, but you genuinely learn. Like, you genuinely tell me things. You're like, whoa. And I start to see Magnus as more of a person and less of just this mythical role.
And then the past relationships. Obviously, he's had quite a few.
A little bit of experience there.
Yeah, you know, lots of digits, you know, behind. And they're not numbers; they're actual like. Anyway, so like, you know, you get to see a lot more and understand better understanding of Magnus. Really.
Sorry guys, that's all the time we have.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.